You know what it is.
Yeah, boy.
Yo, boy, here on the Blue Motherfucking Monday. Even though we late a little bit, don't mind. It's
We
totally my
back.
fault. We're here. And we here for some smoke with some folks.
Yeah, damn right.
We here with some smoke with some folks.
Yeah,
and
boy.
folks may not understand why I have to say it that way. It's just, you got to understand.
Okay.
This weekend's been a very needy energy defending type vibe.
Yeah, boy.
I've seen people clown educated folks. I've seen innocent men stay in jail, and I see abusers complaining about jail. It's just been a very, very try to protect the energy weekend. You get me? Now we walking into the week, and people are wondering, what am I at that upon? Yo, I'm at that upon some crazy things because like people are feeling it out there for me. So big up to nations around the borders, you know, is it? Like you gotta big up them folks because the man has a perspective. So, you know, I want y'all to hear the perspective. I hope the Bluetooth is on. We live and direct, folks.
And the fact that the cop don't like my skin color, he can pull me out of my car and do whatever he wants to me. And then even the body cam can show this man abusing me.
This is a dark skinned Negro. Yeah. I thought it was already Bluetoothing. Sorry, folks, if you're not hearing it on the IG or the other platforms right now or on YouTube. Yeah. That's all that is. Yeah. Hold on a second, fam. You got a new biggie. I don't want to have to hate and repeat the thing over for the folks, but hey, at the end of the day, sometimes you got to do it, man. Because last week I wanted to go off on it. I was really fucking cheesed out, man. I saw some bullshit go down. I feel like, yeah, these people have the most comfortable job on the planet and they have aggression issues, and the society that hires these people, you know what I mean, needs to either figure out what they're doing or get up and leave because they're just making shit worse. Like straight, they're just making it worse. And I say you're making shit worse because you're not hiring better quality officers to deal with the situation. You're hiring people that are aggressive, expecting aggression in a country that doesn't even allow the civilians to carry arms. So like, I don't understand the hiring process. I don't understand none of that. And I'm done with Google telling me your fucking manuals and shit. I agree with what this black man is saying because at the end of the day, when you have to grow a child in that environment, do you punish the child because they're flourishing or do you help the child flourish regardless? And I say it that way because a lot of parents are stuck in this situation because their kid is out there doing reckless things. And no matter how you want to say good or bad, everybody's different. Everybody's an individual, but the system's not built for everybody. Period. And we need to acknowledge that because once people acknowledge that, things can change. What I always hear is people want to play hero and nothing fucking changes. It's like they're just in your fucking business. You see what I'm saying? I don't want to see someone get hurt. I don't. But when you're supposed to call people to defend a thing or help you or whatever, and they're the ones that can come into your home, murk you, and walk away like it's nothing. They can pull you over, take you out your car, murk you. You see what I'm saying? They can abuse so-called power. But it's like, I hate to say it, like, you know, when you watch those action movies or those rom comedies or the slapstick shit, and you see like 20, 50 of these guys get beat up by one guy. You know, in all reality, the first guy would have pulled out his machine, and if he could nail him with the first shot, he would. That's just life. You see what I'm saying? And it's the fact that people will defend the machine before they'll defend the life. And That's been a human complex from day one. No one can't tell me that ain't a human complex because animals don't think about that shit. Show me an animal right now that's thinking about, yo, I'm gonna go grab me a rifle or a shotgun right now just to go rob the homies berries over there across the street.
Don't teach the gorilla.
Don't teach the gorilla. Exactly.
Because the gorilla will be saying screw this regardless of anything. You're gonna just brrr, you damn humans.
Well, yeah, 100%. 100% Look how big a gorilla is, and all it eats is fucking grapes and nuts and fucking plants. Look how big that. Look how huge that is off of that alone. So let me just double check. The most purest things we as people will run away from and argue with other people about and defend dumb shit about, and then have these same people that I'm upset about, just like this dude's upset about, come into the whole thing and come get up even worse. You're losing a life. The fact that the skin color has that in its DNA now is scary. It is. And when I listen to other people talk, I gotta wonder if they have sense or if they don't have sense. Because if they have sense, then I hopefully hope that they have common sense that goes with a little feeling, that's that sense you touch feeling, you know what I mean? And then hopefully, you know, my brain and my feelings can be like, all right, this person's a good person, you know what I mean? But in a society where it's just not equal, it's just not fucking fair. Period. You're gonna tell me I'm wrong for thinking the way I'm thinking, but what I'm seeing is nothing changing. I can't formulate Lego blocks. Maybe because I don't have enough people. You want to know why they are erasing Native history and Black people's history? That must mean, hey, Native people, we must be related. Because their whole plan is to get everybody to work for them. Because at the end of the day, at some point we were all working together. And everything was fucking smooth. You had your business, I had my business, whatever. Now you're going to tell me we got to compete because... Go ahead and tell me money. Go ahead and tell me money. Because if you're going to tell me we're competing for money, then it's an issue. You understand? I don't think it's like that. I think people are allowed to make mistakes because they're humans. And humans make mistakes, and then you learn from that. Or if you're lucky enough, you got somebody around that's going to be able to mentor you. You see what I'm saying? And I really do believe overall we should get back to that, because society for the last 30 years has been failing society for the last 70 years. And the last time I checked, 30 and 70 is 100 fucking years, isn't it? Right? I really want to slap everybody right now, but I'm not trying to play games at this moment in time. I just look at it like this. We can grow if we start acknowledging the cracks in the system right off the hop as a community first, and then step out forward so we can weed out the cockroaches. Because there's a bunch of cockroaches running around acting like they're fucking humans, and they're not. It's a whole different brotherhood in society over there. And it's based off a system that's only benefiting one skin color. And I don't know if the skin color is even the skin color for it to be praised to. That's the worst part about it. Because at the end of the day, we're getting into the whole point of how you're going to convince me 1,000 people were taken prisoner. They were taken to be prisoners by one guy and a rifle that only had 25 bullets at the time. So out of 25 bullets that could have hit, I don't know, we'll just say Buddy's a crack shot and he can hit 3 people at a time. There's a good chance he killed 75 people. What happened to the other 925? I'm just saying, folks. It just doesn't make sense. And they're getting rid of our libraries. They're getting rid of our people. I mean, like, hey, Native people, if I was young and reckless and I would have known that you guys are currently fighting for land, it would have been a different story. But who controls the media? Yeah, man. So what was I supposed to look for on the Bluetooth again? I'm sorry, Tech Man. This is my bad. My bad. I'm running slow. Okay. All right. Cause like, yeah, I'm really looking at things going forward. Like, yo, where can we go? What's popping? What's blessed? That's what I'm saying, folks. I'm looking for good things in life. I don't know, but it just turned me down. Let's see. Testing, 1, 2, 3. I'm gonna cause some trouble. Hold on, I'm doing it. Folks, folks, can you hear what's going on? Can you hear what's going on? Can you hear? Don't touch nothing. Can you hear what's going on? Okay, now you can touch.
It could possibly happen to where you could get pulled over and a cop not like your skin tone and they could do things to you and you can't do nothing about it but lay there and take it. Ain't no way. Ain't no way.
Yeah,
I'm never seeing any of that going on more and not speaking on it. Every single
he just
person
gonna
that
speak
don't
about it.
speak on it, regardless of your race, you are part of the problem.
Yeah,
Because this is why
he's one of
nothing is
those.
happening. They got body cams of these officers beating us in the street, beating us for a whatever goes on, they beating us. This is why laws were in place. So if we broke a law, if we ran a light, if you ran a stop sign, traffic stop, bro. Give me a ticket and leave me alone. When was it okay for you to beat me on camera? Like where they do that at? And y'all co-sign for well, he should have complied. He should have,
That word
bro,
comply.
bro.
Oh,
You don't get to, if a person is stopped for a traffic stop and you got to give them the ticket, give them the ticket. You don't get to pull them out of their car and beat them. You don't get to do it.
they're gonna
Every
do it
single person
anyways.
that vouch for them, y'all are part of the problem.
Hell yeah.
Y'all are part of the problem.
Hell yeah. Hell yeah. I don't
We
even want to
fed
start
up.
it from the beginning. That
Straight up, we fed up.
I
We not
feel
laying
brother's
over and
pain.
taking nothing else from y'all. Period. We not going for it. Call it what y'all want. If you don't like what I'm talking about, you can keep scrolling because
Yeah,
you are part of the problem. You are part of the problem. I'm sick of it.
he has a point.
When you this color, y'all hate us just for being this color.
That's
We don't hate none of
whack.
y'all.
I have no
We
reason
love
to.
all races.
None.
You have a mental disorder if you. So let me get this straight.
Yeah.
Y'all say we asking for special treatment.
I gotta be real. I'm with the homie, right? But let me put it in some context for y'all. See, the homie just got violated. All right, on some grown man shit, and people seen, and people won't step up and say nothing. Now he's being harassed in real time, and for whatever reason, officer so and so and officer ho and ho and officer whoa whoa and officer woo woo because he wants to be hip hop. Y'all are part of the problem because y'all, when you saw the problem, y'all didn't arrest that fucker right there. That's the problem. You guys decided to goon up with your boy there, and there's people like him out here, and there's people being violated all the fucking time, all the time. And now, since we have body cams, you would have thought shit would change. They would hire more diversity. It would be more. No, they want to tell you about this violence and all this gutter shit that's going on in the world. But hey, people, the same people that's giving you the information are the same people causing the problem. Like, let's get like, like, come on. I want to slap everybody in the world. Really, I just want to slap her. Blah, blah, blah. I wake up angry. Why? Because my DNA's angry. So that obvious must mean my ancestors are looking at me like, yo, homie. Like, for real, homie, you're just gonna be a clown. You're just gonna be a clown. And I ain't nobody's clown. I ain't come to no circus. I don't feel like we as people need to we as people need to defend something that doesn't need defending. If you're a human, be a human. It's just that simple. If you're not a human, then okay, please wear that on a t-shirt, tattoo it on your forehead, and let the rest of us humans know. How about that? But then you're gonna tell me, oh, I'm a dictator. I'm in my feelings. Well, here's the joke. I got brown friends, I got Asian friends, I got African friends, I got Australian friends, and I've never once approached them like you're this and you're that, regardless if they could speak English at the time when I met them or if they speak perfect English fucking right now. The people who raised me in this country never raised me not to fight. I would hate to say this. Maybe Canada should have been the new Sparta. How about that? All right. We need a couple of kings that are going to run the fucking thing straight. Because remember, Rome collapsed, eh? That whole empire shit, that shit failed. So the system currently that we're working with, fine. You don't want to change it. Ooh, I'll be 60-40 with you. Here's the 60% y'all can keep. This 40%, we're done with that. Done. Like, as a human being and to my other human beings, yeah. If you know the kid's a good kid, defend the fucking kid. Don't take the first thing you see on the news. Oh my God, he did this, she did that. Oh my God. And then believe to yourself that your opinion matters because nothing is fucking changing in the current system. All I see is that when I was a little kid, there was multiple things going on for children. There was community centers, there was after school programs, and you can't tell me that you guys couldn't print money back then. I'm just being real. You see what I'm saying? You're not going to take me for that fool. That there? No. Let's keep it real. Let's keep it a full $100. Who in their right mind is going to waste their energy fighting for someone else if that person ain't a real person? Like, when did it become so cool to be fake? That's all I'm saying. And I've heard my other podcaster friends.
Since clout, I made the new statement. It's remember I said there's hip hop, now there's hip clout. It's hip clout now. So that's what's going on nowadays.
Hip clout, eh?
Hip clout. Hip clout. There's a lot of hip clout going on. You know it.
I'm going to team agree with you.
It's the new definition before anybody else comes up with it.
I'm going to agree with you.
I'm the first to come up with it. It's hip clout.
That's
hip
exclusive
clout.
knowledge. Hip clout.
Hip clout.
Because, yeah,
are you hip clouting? Are you hip clouting? That's what I'm going to be saying. You hip clouting now, huh?
There are uniform officers that listen to hip hop and still do fuckery to human beings.
That's a part of hip clout. You don't know what hip clout is? Listen, you want me to explain hip clout? Hip clout nowadays is the opposite of hip hop. You see now, hip clout, you have to be hip on your ops. You have to be rapping about ops. You have to be snitching, all this stuff. No, listen here. Hip clout is all about the foolishness where you go on. You have to be a part of that too.
2026, man.
It's hip clout.
We can't allow hip clout into the building.
There's a lot of clout going in.
We can't allow
I don't allow it.
Clout
Listen,
into the building.
Look, I don't allow it, but it's everywhere. It's like a virus. It's in the air. It's in the air. It's in the frequency. It's definitely in the frequency.
Word. It's in the frequency.
It's more in the frequency than in the air. You know what I mean? Because you know why I say that? All right. If I'm not true what I'm saying, right? Then why is there something called haters? Haters watch you more than your supporters. So they're the biggest definition of hip clout. You know what I'm saying? But you gotta love them though. They're bringing up all your views. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, trust me. They'll watch you more than your family member or a good friend of yours who, for a long time. They'll keep watching your new content. They'll cuss about you and everything. That means they're thinking about you all the time. So guess what? I got love for the haters. You know what I'm saying? But I don't got no love for the hip clout. Okay? That's my rant of the day. Okay?
And hip 2026.
Yo, Stoner P calls Insta clout.
Insta clout.
Insta clout.
What the?
Yeah, boy. Instaclout. Yes, I agree with you, my brother. You got Instaclout. You got Instaclout, and I got hip clout. We're gonna have to do a pod on that, bro. Instaclout to hip clout. It goes hand in hand. You done know.
Okay, listen. Shout out to my boy Dame Dash, the man who invented culture vultures. I'm sorry, I just have to say that right now.
That's like the beginning of hip clout.
Because this hip clout
culture vulture.
And what did Stoner P call it? Big up to Stoner P, yeah. Instaclout.
Calls it Instaclout, man.
And hip clout, I ain't gonna lie. Those are bars.
Yeah, boy.
I'm trying to be pissed off at the world right now. Y'all making me laugh at it.
You want to come in this, Stoner?
What's the fudge?
Stoner P want to come in here, eh?
Yo, I'm on my journey right now. Hold on, Stoner P. I'll bring you in if the tech man says bring you in. But here's one more thing. Here's one more thing, people. I got started this before we started laughing and shit. I got people around the world. I respect all of them because, like I said, the people who grown me didn't grow me on no bullshit. The word groom meant you went to the bathroom, you got clean, you fucking salt and water and shit. We came down, we ate dinner, and then you talked about what you could have or may have would have done for the day. Everybody goes good night, wake up in the morning, do it again.
Okay.
Now, where we're at is that I got my brown people coming in the country and they're complaining about their own brown people who've been living in the country.
You know
I didn't know this shit is happening at this moment.
You know why they're complaining about them?
No.
I can tell you the reason why.
Listen to my brown person complain about his own people.
Yeah, I know.
And the way it hurts me is
the
way it hurts me is that I know he's still one of those people who came over fresh. He wasn't born here, but he came here and appreciate the shit out of here. He like no bombs, no gunfire, none of this shit. We're not struggling. And this is 35, maybe 7 years of my life ago. And now he's here complaining about shit like
because times have changed. And not only that, check this out. The ones you
saw.
Now,
why are South Asians the most hated in Canada? And this is my honest opinion.
This is my dude.
There's a reason the South Asian community, particularly us Indians, often get side-eyed in Canada, while other immigrant groups, they quietly integrate, build lives, and create opportunities. We seem to thrive on chaos. Why? First, entitlement. Somewhere along the way, we forgot that moving to Canada was a privilege, not a right. Instead of adapting, we impose our culture, our noise, our ways. It's one thing to celebrate Diwali, it's another to turn residential streets into a rave, completely with firecrackers and traffic jams. When people call us out, we play the victim. They don't understand our culture. But maybe we are the ones who don't understand the value of blending respectfully. Then there's our obsession with shortcuts. Fake marriages, fraudulent job offers, under the table work. It's no secret. Instead of playing the long game like other communities, we want instant success.
Big up to this man.
Even if it means bending every rule. And guess what? That doesn't just reflect poorly on the guilty, it tarnishes everyone. The whole Asian community is who's here to build a life. And the
has a point.
It's unmatched, man. While other communities focus on lifting each other up, we seem to be determined to tear each other down. Gossiping, backstabbing, case politics, we have imported all of it here. Instead of building a united front, we are busy dividing ourselves, making us weaker and easier to touch.
Canadians are speaking
so why
up.
Are we hated? Maybe it's because we refuse to take responsibility. We are loud, unapologetic, and often disrespected of the very system
the man said,
and
when they get called out, they run and use the race card. You see what I'm saying? The man also called out the fact that, they're taking advantage of things. But again, 37 years of my life, I never once thought of him as black, white, Chinese, gray, blah, 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 blah. But now since the thing called the jab came true, now these type of feelings that people are having out loud has me wondering if society was really human in the first place. Because women don't want to be women. Men want to be women. Do you understand what I just said there? There's women who don't want to be women. And men who want to be women.
She-man.
Listen, it's one thing if you can be born that way and live the life through the system and you have your cuts and scars. That, if you're a survivor, salute to you. Real talk. But for all the other guppies that are just following along or just too pussy to say something, they rather take the punches. Then eventually they should get wiped out with the roaches, because it's all these people who want to live in this gray area. So, like, if this man's calling out his own people,
When the backlash comes,
I think he should be able to call out his own people.
Added that absolves any of the wrongfulness. But here's the truth. Canada owes us nothing. We came here for a better life, and we've been given opportunities many can only dream of. It's time to stop acting like the world owes us, to stop creating problems where none exist, and to start respecting this country and ourselves. We have so much potential. Let's stop being the problem and start being part of the solution. How does that feel?
I'm going to cut it there, because that's what I'm saying. The solution part now. We can't go yesterday and say, yeah, because of yesterday, I'm going to say, for all you smart people, you got your tech? Yay. Cool. I love y'all to death. You got your tech. Now, I'm going to have to put somebody over y'all to monitor your tech? That makes no sense. It's almost like we're actually living in a Wakanda, where the guerrilla faction is like, yo, you guys have all this super high-tech shit now. Calm the fuck down. Just start helping other people. And guess what? The Black Panther family was like, no, Wakanda's ours. We're not sharing. And then the same king who died and had a son came along and said, that guy is slapping around the Black Panther, telling him, why are you even bothering? Let them suffer. You see that they're all fudged up. No. Let me not bring in no Marvel energy in this bitch. But if Stoner P's still here and he wants to jump in, yeah, we good. But I'm just saying, man, like I'm just saying, I'm more on the tip of slap a knucklehead out right now when it comes to the nonsense, because humans are not being human no more, and I don't understand why. It's mind-boggling to me right now. And when the smart people are complaining about simple things, something is wrong. Going back to my whole point of when I was a kid growing up, there was multiple community centers. There was don't know. Bless up Stoner P. Well, I don't know. I'll leave that to you, Ron. I'll leave that to you. But I'm gonna get to my point. There's this powerful sister out there. She talking bare facts about things. So I'm gonna let her speak now, and then go on with my crazy asshole mentality, because y'all don't get
Greetings and love to the Find Ontario Missing Boys community. So this update is very important. I know I haven't been around for a while, dealing with some family stuff with my dad, but this is really important for you guys to know about the current crisis that's happening with missing boys in Ontario. Yeah. Another one of our 13 original missing Black boys has resurfaced, but not in the way that we would have liked. He went missing from the Toronto area on December 29th, 2024 at just 13 years old. And now almost 1 year later at 14 years old, he's being searched for in a double shooting investigation. And before we judge him, there are a few points that I'd like to make. How does a 13-year-old boy go missing and then end up with a gun almost a year later?
So she has the right questions to ask. It's kind of been an honor knowing her. So the way I'm looking at the situation, she may say stuff to piss you guys off from this point on, but I don't care. I stand with it. I'm with the shits. You get me? I don't want. I want shit to change.
Involved in a double shooting. Where are these boys getting these guns from? Who are the adults providing these weapons to 12, 13, and 14-year-old boys in Ontario? And what systemic failures allowed him to fall so far and so fast?
I think I've been talking about that, right? The systemic failures. She said it so gracefully, eh?
It's not just about one boy. This is about a mirror being held up to all of us. Parents, educators, elected leaders.
For you polite people, she said a mirror. Okay? Just for you polite people. Just want to make sure y'all get that. She said a mirror. Like it's being held up by the person who's causing the problems. Because the problems is that we tore down things from these kids have nothing to make them want to strive to do better. Because everything that they should have has been taken from them. There's no Princess Diana's. There's no Malcolm X. There's no Martin Luther King's. And these people shouldn't. These people would tell you themselves they didn't want to have to step up, but they did. You know what I mean? So big up to this Empress for stepping up and clearing air for the people. So yeah.
Leaders, journalists, community members, all of us. What kind of a society allows kids to disappear without urgency? And how are 12, 13, and 14-year-olds getting firearms in the city? What systems need to be uprooted, reimagined to keep our families and our kids safe, to keep our communities safe? The child welfare system is broken. The judicial system is reactive, not preventative. Black children are criminalized before they are protected. And the media is silent until it's far too late.
Ooh,
this is why we sounded the alarm months ago, almost a year ago now. Without action, what do we expect to happen? The headlines will write themselves, and we'll see missing boys on the news like we do now. We need to amplify these stories. We need to continue to sound the alarm. And we need to bring urgency to the crisis of missing boys in Ontario. Share this. Keep our...
Impenetrable was talking this stuff from time. You see what I'm saying? And Royals was talking this stuff. You know what I'm saying? I'm a community of hip hop. That's why I can definitely say I look at hip hop as the only way that we're all gonna get along. But now since they diluted hip hop, and I say they, because I'm not part of the they. I'm so far from that part. I'm telling y'all, fans, no fans, whatever the hell you are, if you hear this podcast, Blue motherfucking Monday on the Down to Earth Network, and you're hearing your boy Thursday speaking, you see what I'm saying? You know it's coming from a real place because the scars and the bullet wounds are different. When people want to tell you, oh, they did that, they been about that, blah, 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 blah. Listen, I want to see y'all 7-year-olds, 13-year-olds, and 17-year-olds achieve your goals as a human being. There should be nothing in the system preventing any of these children from getting what they want. But guess what? They're going to go through the same process that I went through growing up. They're going to want to get money because they weren't growing up without money. You see what I'm saying? And then they're going to have the opportunity, and the opportunities are going to slip through their fucking fingers, not based on commitments to that they don't want to do their dream. It's usually a family issue. You know, got to hold it down for moms. Maybe pop is sleeping at home. Who knows? Everybody's an individual, and there's nobody opening up an eardrum to them. You see what I'm saying? There's more doctors giving people pills, telling them that they're crazy so they can get a check to go sit on the system, while simultaneously we're bringing people into the country. So for people to talk about it and nothing happen, well, this is the system. Because they're going to tell you, oh, well, you're going to have to vote out your MP. That's just going to take time. Right? And for everything that I'm getting feedback-wise is not bad news. You know what I'm saying? But it's real news. And it's something that's a fact. Like the kid last year was a missing boy on the news. That's a same thing is if there's a man, woman, a human being that went and ended up on the news. You, as a person who has no business with the situation, are allowed to do what the fuck you want to do in your home. You're telling me now, we're going into 2027, 2028. I got to be like, yo, the government's allowed in my house. I don't have to keep up with the Joneses no more. I got to keep up with finances, period. So why did you sell me this Jones story? Why are you guys trying to front like the government can't do better? Why is the government in a position to how you call it, govern, if themselves are not even about helping their neighbor? Like, how the hell are you gonna tell me this person's in power? I see people want to blame the mayor, see? And to me, I don't blame nobody. And I don't. The mayor can't make you change what yesterday made you feel like. My question is, why the fuck you still dwelling on yesterday and you have a life right now? Why are you wasting energy to cause war? That's all I'm just saying. I mean, like, all jokes aside, if we don't help these children now, a year later, they're on the news same way. And yeah, we're here having a pod about drama in the city, talking about people's souls that have left their bodies. Let me just make sure we're clear on it, because at the end of the day, some people lose their souls when they go to jail too. And that system is a whole different system that I believe should have been tackled before this current system that's going on right now is even rampant, because this makes no sense. It don't. We have all this land out here and we're not utilizing it properly. We have all this intelligence out here, but we're making people homeless. Like, geez Louise. I wonder what's going to happen in the next 10 years. I want better for the world. I ain't going to complain when everybody else is sitting there shitting on some shit. I was talking to my girl the other day, see? And I was saying to my girl, like, if the dollar really, 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 really mattered and people really, really cared just about themselves, brother. Sisters, brothers and sisters, I'm really just looking at y'all. Yes, brothers and sisters, I'm looking at y'all because some of y'all are not needy. And you may be able to be taught better so you can do better, but I'm not the one to call that. It ain't me. No fucking way. Don't make me the judge, because my feelings will get your life effed up, change all sorts of shit. You know what it is? It's more like a, when it comes to me, there is no if and and with it. If someone says you got Beano, shit, you'll be lucky. They would say you were born with a fucking, what is it, a 4-leaf clover they call it? Shout out to my Irish roots. Like, so my problem is like, when I was a kid, I didn't know certain information. I didn't know my ends was locked down and run by other people, and the people that were running the place were just paying rent. I didn't know that. I did not know that. I found that out when I had my 4th child, going into my 5th child. And it blew my mind. Made me feel like, wait a minute, I could have been competing. I could have been. I could have made my own ish and could have been competing. Why didn't I compete? Now I can bring up stuff like this, right? Where the people who own businesses and losing businesses on a block, where I would be like, are you nuts? You got to get it bubbling for the people to do something there. The people who are there that love that neighborhood or died, and retired and moved on since the 60s. So the energy when it was coming into the 80s, it was eventually going to get modernized. It had to get modernized because the schools around there are comfortable enough for people to drive there. Distance there is good enough for people to drive there, take their horse and carriage there. Like I've been complaining about these roads has been like this for 200 fucking years. And you're going to tell me every fucking 5, 6, 28 years we change fucking leaders and nobody can fix the fucking problem of traffic in Toronto?
Of course not. They got a good thing going.
So again,
you know what I mean?
Let me just double check with the with the nonsense that I'm watching my so-called city
but when there's a good thing going in for the city and they got something from the taxes and good in their pockets, you know what I mean? You know what I mean? They're not gonna change the system how it go because come on now, they're making money.
Listen,
what did you say? What
I'm not worried. I'm not worried about the money if the government's printing money.
First things first. You said the road them fuck up, right?
Yeah, well,
and every time they try to fix it.
No, they're not trying to fix it.
No, of course not.
They're not trying to fix it.
You ever see that movie? What is it? Falling Down? No, the one with shoot. Oh man, it comes to mind.
I was just gonna say
there was a part that the man's them are fixing the street, and he goes, "Yo, what's the matter with the street?" And they see the gat, and they go, "Yo, what's wrong with the street? I want you to admit what's wrong. There's nothing wrong with the street. Good." And he takes out the bazooka and he says, "I'm gonna give you something to fix." You know what I'm saying?
Okay,
straight up.
Okay.
I love that.
Okay.
I love that movie.
I get you.
But anyway, the bottom line is what I'm saying is this. It was a good moment there because they need work. The city workers need work, and whatever look like it need fixing, it look like it need fixing in the wrong places. But the bottom line is this has been going on a long time because as long as there's been roads, that means that there's taxes, you have to pay insurance and all of them thing there. So if that doesn't go on, the system doesn't go on. You don't roll upon the four wheels, straight up. I'm just saying, it's just the way it goes.
But
we don't own the roads.
But
we don't own the roads.
We do have 5 to 20 people that can feed everybody on the planet and fix the problem.
We could
and
feed
fix the problem.
We could feed the planet 3-5 times fold if we wanted to.
Even better, we have a government that's willing to make currency.
What are you talking about,
I'm just saying.
Listen here, man. I said this before COVID. People thought I was mad and crazy. I said, you know what? Said the government have enough money, They go, what are you talking about? They just have
make money.
No. You said something. I said this before I even met you. Just turn on the machines, bro.
Thank you.
Turn on the machines. I said this from. What do you mean turn on the? Listen here, man.
There's people.
And then after COVID happened, and then after they turned on the machines, then
talk the truth. Talk the tape.
Then they turned on the machines. So then I went, oh really? Wow. Okay, so I wasn't really mad in the first place.
No, you weren't. You were just realizing you were being pimped. Just like I'm now realizing that we're still being pimped since right now. What I'm gonna play for you is what's it called again? Some business that's happening in Toronto where people are very sad.
Before the Metrolinx LRT.
Oh, I'm not caring about them. We're good with that.
Little Jamaica is a vibrant area.
Remember that place?
Music, you name it. Now,
it's
for myself, since LRT came in, with the blockage of the street, the dust, the rats, business and property owners are suffering because we're still expected to pay your mortgages.
High mortgages.
We're still expected to pay property tax.
Property tax.
As well. I can't get my place lease.
She still
can't
get
tenants.
She can't get
tenants. It impacted us so bad that at 250 to 350,000 mortgages, that's the range. It's booming over 1 point something now million hold just to pull revenues and from lenders, etc., to sustain. Throughout, we have lost over 200 to 250 black businesses, and these are historical businesses within the area. Break. We're not asking for handouts. We're not looking to make profits. What we're looking for is help. Before the
want the
Metrolinx
help.
LRT,
Leave me alone.
Eglinton, Little Jamaica was a vibrant area.
Yep.
Food, music, you name it. Now
it's unification.
So now we
it's
understand.
Called unification.
Well, unification or not,
unification.
It's look, I'm just putting it like this.
Yo, man, listen here.
There was a time.
I'm gonna put it quick and short and sweet for you. There was a movie called Boys in the Hood in '91, and Lawrence Fishburne was singing in a monologue. All right, and they're in the hood. Gentrification. Look it up. Boys in the Hood. There's that part. He's talking about gentrification. That explains everything right there for you. What's going on nowadays, right in our own city, in our own backyard. Gentrification.
That's been going in since we lost like Rob Ford. That's been going
gentrification.
Since we lost, what's his name? What's that other guy? He was a good dude, but he had a dumbass son. Man. Anyways,
yeah.
My whole point is like there's. Let me explain it this way. There are people out there that own a hair salon or they own a nail shop. And it's funny that my Niji people are the only ones that don't have relatives crushing the thing. You see what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
And to me, I look at it as simple as you don't like me, regardless if we're family or not. If the situation requires me to be in the surroundings where, hey, we're in the surroundings and I know we're family. There's two things that are going to happen. Either I'm going to stay very quiet because I don't know what you're into and what you're in my surroundings for, because it's not likely I'm in your surroundings.
Yeah.
You get me?
Get you.
Yeah. So I'm more that family member that's like, yo, if I don't come and scream some heavy, that obviously means there's a big enough threat that I want to stay quiet.
Yeah.
And we're family. You should know that.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? But people don't believe that until it happens, right? And then you hear somebody be like, "Oh yeah, you know, my wife opened up a hair salon, and you know what she did? She hired all my nieces. All my nieces braid hair in the salon. They're killing the market right now. What? Extensions, braids, weaves, this, that, blah, blah, blah. I'm trying to tell my wife, let me open up a nail salon for her, and she like, I don't know nothing about acrylics. And I'm looking at the whole dynamic of, is it just you don't want to do more work and you just don't want to tell your hubby that? Or you don't want to work with more family? Like, which is it? Because then if at the end of the day, if you could get the chair filled, then you're still making money, right?
Yeah, damn right.
Okay. So like it'd be if I opened up a restaurant and all my nephews could cook. Yeah, I would hire all my nephews in a heartbeat. And I'd give them the opportunity to build their own menus. You know why? Because I got a restaurant. Not because of anything else, then I got a restaurant.
But as usual, I have to devil as advocate.
Please do. What do you mean? This is Toronto.
Not every family's the same, and not all should go into business with each other, even though they might have the potential. Some of them might be slacking, not coming to the work on time, being on stuff like that, taking advantage because they are family.
I will, but this goes back to that whole wiping out the roaches thing.
I'm just saying, man. I'm just like, being real with you.
I don't want to agree with you, but I agree with you.
You know,
only because I believe in wiping out the roaches.
You got an opportunity, and all of a sudden you're fucking. Don't worry, it's just my cousin or whoever, and all of that. They understand, and this is like probably the 10th, 15th time you're late and slacking and all of that and everything. But if you were taking this really seriously as a job that you know family and all that, you wouldn't be doing that.
Exactly.
You get me?
So
I that's agree. One of the reasons why people sometimes people say, good to hire family because they'll fuck up your business.
Okay, I won't front. I kind of abused that myself. So
all right, then. So you're guilty of that too.
I'll say that I could get clapped by a couple of family members.
Oh, I
so
see.
It is what it is. I could be honest. Yeah, man. I'll take that. Only because at the end of the day, I'm a human, and humans make mistakes.
Yes, that's true. But let's get real here. Let me just devil advocate right here now.
Ooh.
family member give you opportunity.
A family member give me an opportunity.
Your opportunity to work, whatever, and all of that, right?
Yeah.
And they don't even have to. And all of that. They could hire a stranger and everything like that. Shouldn't you be proud that they're hiring you and considering you before anybody and all of that? And it's a family member, so be lenient sometimes. You understand with certain things, but don't take advantage and shit. You should be more proud of them and support them because they have their own individual business and you're working for them.
Wait,
you get me?
Mr. Devil's Advocate. I will that, but the excuse is age. It's all about age.
Okay, yes, that age thing
because
too. But I don't bring that as an excuse.
I have to.
No,
I have to because labor's real.
You know what?
Your sweat is real, brother.
You know what I'm saying? Say it's a family member.
My sweat is real.
Say it's a family member with a mechanic, and you're a young boy or young girl want to be interested in going into it, and then you see the potential they're going into it, and all of a sudden they're slacking off because of their friends and shit. And then, you know what I mean? And because you want to hang out with the friends and all of that, and you're coming late and everything like that, but you have clients to be fixing and all of that and everything. Well, do you get what I'm saying here? You get me? It's not an age thing. No, it's not an age thing. It's a responsibility thing.
Okay, now if you're gonna drop it on responsibility,
responsibility.
That's the other side of
age. And accountability.
Because then, listen.
No, then you're not ready to be hired for your family member or whatever, because if they're giving you opportunity, they're preparing you for somebody else. You get me? I have to say that.
That would be the progression.
Because they'll be saying, look, I'll be easy on you, family member, but you see, if it was somebody else, he would be fired.
Exactly.
Right there.
Exactly.
But they're being lenient with you because you're family.
But again,
you don't know.
If you're asking, because you're playing devil's advocate right now, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So as a family member, would you hire somebody that's not qualified for the job?
I wouldn't want to hire somebody who's not hired for the job.
Qualified
for the job.
It's not the problem of the person, regardless if it's family or family. If it is niece, nephew, whatever, I still leave it to age, because then it comes down to, if you've been braiding hair since you were 7 years old, 9 years old, ain't nothing wrong with you. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Okay. Now, if you've been braiding hair and you begin at 30, you begin at 37, you begin at 45. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
The reason why I can't really defend you as a person who started doing hair at them ages is because there are people who do exist who do hair from the ages I first brought up.
Yeah. Exactly.
And that's real time now. So I think the system needs an update, because right now I'm in the world of, hey, Mr. Driver who was drinking and hit the innocent people, or Mr. Bad Driver who killed those other people in the car. If you did that, I believe the person who gave you your license should go to jail too. I don't think they should do the full time as you.
Well,
they should go to jail too.
Yeah, but you can't blame
accountability, man.
But you can't blame the teacher for after when the person starts bad habits.
Listen, if they
learned everything,
every other country than North of fucking America would respect what the fucking teacher taught you. If not, you're a shinobi.
Yeah, but like I'm saying,
or a Ronin.
Like I'm saying, if you already learn whatever, and after you decide to take on the teachings on your own and all that, you can't blame the teacher for that. He already taught you whatever. He didn't teach you that. He didn't teach you the bad habits. He didn't teach you to be reckless.
About?
He didn't teach you to do all of that shit. He taught you to do the right thing.
Is that TV?
So how the hell can you
radio?
blame the teacher for that, bro?
I don't know. He's a human being stuck around some children, and he was not paying attention to one child that was a little Alfred Hitler. You know what I'm saying? Or there was a little Malcolm X. Or you know what I'm saying? I'm telling you, there's teachers that don't pay attention to that shit.
Oh man, they only could do so much. They can't beat the education into their
Stop giving excuses to the damn problem in the first place. We both said righteous things. I'm not gonna disvalue your argument.
You can't beat it. Listen,
but if you're gonna say accountability, I'm gonna say age.
You can't beat a old dog and teach them new tricks.
Well, what are you talking about? I'm telling you right now, we can make money as people because we run the economy. I hate when people make Kanye look right.
Kanye, oh Lord of mercy.
I hate when people make Kanye sound right. Hold on, listen to
me.
The
one who doesn't keep his mouth shut. From the time when he had his mouth shut, it was
listen to the man.
What have we did? Imagine if every black and brown person went back to their country of origin, discovered by whatever means. Here's what would happen in the first 30 days. Stick around for day 30, because that's when the truth really lands. Day 1, hospitals, buses, supermarkets, construction sites, thousands of essential workers gone overnight. Services collapsed before the morning rush. Days 2 to 4, headlines are screaming, labor shortage crisis! Schools close early, warehouses back up, food delivery stalled, parents scramble, and businesses, they start panicking like mad.
We're not alone.
Days 5 to 7, the government hold emergency meetings. Like, that's gonna help. Recruitment drives fell, because there's not enough skills left in the country. Immigration police, once hostile, suddenly start looking desperate. Meanwhile, communities abroad are starting to welcome back their doctors, engineers, and teachers. Days 8 to 12,
you can't unteach people.
Start running think pieces like, what if they never come back? Stock market dips, inflation spikes, and races who once said go back start to complain. Who's gonna run our trains? Who's gonna clean our hospitals? Like that's all we do. Days 13 to 17, the supply chain jams. Crops rot in the fields, supermarkets ration their stock, and protests erupt in major cities as prices climb and services are broken. Days 18 to 21, the Western economy buckles and investors start to pull their money abroad. Skilled workers start to build, sparking growth across Africa, Asia, the Caribbean, and Latin America. Reverse brain drain is underway.
Reverse brain
22 to 25, corporate leaders start admitting the obvious. We depended on them. Politicians try to spin the thing, but the public ain't buying it.
Yeah, man, they can print money.
The government crumbles. Now who's clapping for crumbs? It's 26 to 29.
Big up to the youth. Who's clapping for crumbs?
Empty. Hospitals still understaffed. Businesses shutting down left, right, and center. And now commentators start saying the quiet part out loud. We asked them to leave, and now we're paying the price. Day 30, a month later, and the insult collapses under its own weight. Black and brown communities aren't the burden. They're the backbone. And now the Western world just proved it. They said go back. And in just 30 days, the irony was clear. But that's just the first month. If you want to know what happens...
Come on. If y'all want to know what happened, go check this huge fucking page.
No, but yo, when did that come out?
Honestly, I think like 2 years ago.
2 years ago, huh?
But
how long I've been saying this?
I think
us black people, like he says it to go to the country. I was saying completely this whole planet.
Yeah,
I was saying,
yo,
they came for us and say, yo, y'all fucked up. Y'all fucked up. And I'm like, what do you mean? We're taking all our people, all our promised people. Everybody who's black is going. We're leaving. Go. You know what would happen in the first? You said the first 30 days.
He said the first month, yo.
First month, a few days.
Depending on what city you're in, yo.
No, put it this way. You see the stock market, everything, even what doesn't have nothing to do with us, everything would crash. Everything would fucking crash. Yo, listen, they would be begging for us to come back.
When the real racists, please stand up. Please stand up, because that's who would complain. Those are the only people that would complain. Everybody else that leaves the country and we go to outer space.
You know what the crazy part? You know what the crazy part is?
We're not ready for that.
No, the racist motherfuckers would be saying, "Yo, they're affecting our money. We need them back, y'all." You know what I mean? I'm telling you, that's how fucked up it would be.
The homeboy said it out loud. If they got rid of all the brown people and people of this descent, the planet would fall apart.
It'd fall apart
because these guys
completely.
These guys wouldn't be able.
All right,
to
then if
keep it running.
All right, if I'm not, you said a few things there. Rich people need poor people, not true?
Exactly.
Right. So rich people are not gonna work for rich people. So now let me ask you this: take us away. A lot of us are under poverty, right? So now take us away, right? Now who gonna work for them? Exactly. Who's gonna work their factories? Who's gonna work whatever? They're not gonna stay rich for long, eh? They're gonna, you know what I'm saying?
Print money. So what's the definition?
No.
What's the definition?
You know, get me what I'm saying.
When
the years go, the resources go down to the last buck, they'll be out in the streets begging for money. I'm telling you, that would be happening. But like, yo, I used to be rich, but guess what? All our peoples who used to work for our resources, they left the planet.
Look,
they left, and all you guys don't want to work for us. So what are we gonna do? What are we gonna do? Huh?
I just look at it like this.
They're dead.
There is a fact that's slowly now coming around the world to realize that, hey, we are the majority. Well, and the world right now is not being run for the majority. It is being run for the little penny pinchers that happen to be up in the top tax bracket. And you know, I'm at the point in my life where I just don't want to pretend like it's not happening. It's the truth.
It's the truth.
I started this podcast with a dude who's complaining about his skin color based off of him being harassed.
Look here, man.
Like, you know what I'm saying? I'm being real, man. These clowns that have control is who I want to really know what the real problem is. Who has you by the balls, or who has you by the coochie? Like, these are the things I want to see change now, because I don't want to turn 60 and we still have the same. What's the analytics right now?
Listen here, I'm just gonna end it like this. If you don't know your own history, you're damned to repeat it. All right,
Marcus Garvey.
You don't know. Okay, that's all I could say for this conclusion for this pod. You know what I mean? But yeah, how you want to be ending this podcast, brother?
My conclusion is, I'm in my season 10. This is my second week. There's 50 fucking other weeks left in this fucking year. I hope to see better than I saw last year, but I want everybody that I saw last year to grow and get big.
Yeah, boy.
I don't get it twisted. It's Down to Earth Network. This is a blue motherfucking Monday, and the conclusion is, I'm your favorite fucking Thursday on a Monday vibe, eh? That's what's up.
You don't know. This was here for the show. Everybody, thank you for tuning in. We all about a winning. All in YouTube and IG world here. You don't know, we all about a win.
Yeah, shout out
Until
IG
next time, please subscribe. You don't know what we're gonna end the show like so. This is the Rastafari Samurai, never leaving you dry in your eye. I approve this message. Nation, what? You don't know, y'all.